Hey, what is going on, guys? It's me, Freedom Bear, and today I have my favorite AP carry. You know, that Annie girl, that little child who likes to throw fireballs at your face. But yeah, today I won, I think 19-1, something like that, something just ridiculous. And what I wanted to discuss with Annie is just her fucking burst. That's about it. Her farming capabilities are ridiculous. I always get kills early game with this. Always get kills early game. And then I just like, yeah, I'll just buy another Doran's. Oh, another one? Yeah. Because actually Doran's are probably one of the best things to buy for Annie just because the health, the ability power, and the MP5, very important. Very important, mi amigo. Just because, you know, 475 gold isn't that big of a you know, like, it's not crushing you. Plus, it just helps you so much early game that there's no point getting anything else, honestly. So I'll stack a few Doran's rings with Annie right off the bat. And, you know, I will always use my Q. I mean, this character is so just overpowered. I just shouldn't have gone out. I mean, it's all about... Honestly, with Annie, I'd have to say this character is about the enemy's perception of you. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, what the fuck is this motherfucker talking about? What does he even mean? Basically what I mean is knowing whenever you have your stun and dropping everything you possibly can at the exact same time. And then they'll start running. Hands down, they'll start running. Unless they got back up. Then they won't start running. But usually, if you drop everything you have on your like opposing member or whatever, they'll start running. You chase them down. You can either get, you know, the 3 movement boots or the 2 movement boots and magic penetration, or the 2 movement boots and 15%. You know, cooldown reduction. But always, in my opinion, go with the magic penetration. The fact that it is valuable as fuck. Probably the most valuable thing for Annie is magic penetration. People really underestimate how important all of your armor penetration and your magic penetration are. It's whenever you go in, you're like, oh, I'll just stack a bunch of you know, AD or AP, and I won't even worry about magic or armor penetration. There's your first mistake, buddy. Whenever you get into penetrations, you're getting into percentages. And whenever you get into percentages, it's usually a higher payoff rate, almost always, than a few more AD or a few more AP with the armor penetration and the ability power penetration, magic penetration, aka whatever. It's more beneficial to get your penetrations early game and not have to worry about them late game, because late game you're kind of fucked if you're worrying about them. You probably don't hear that from a lot of people, but it's very important to actually get them early game. You know, there's a few items that, you know, always get the boots. That's 20. There's a little mask. I can't remember what it's called. It's basically I can't remember what it's called. It's basically a mask. It gives you 25 ability power. 20 magic penetration and about 200 health, I believe. And if anyone wants to comment and tell me what the fuck it is, I can't think of it right now. I don't even know why. But basically, that's very important for Annie, along with a lot of cooldown. The Nashor's Tooth with a 25% cooldown. It really helps out Annie a lot with her burst damage and just spamming those fireballs, because her Q is extremely effective on champions and farming early game. And by the way, I'll actually just change up into my, actually watch this kill real quick. Yep, it should have. Basically, like I always say, try and save a stun if you can, or be right on the point of getting a stun with one of your abilities in your chain, because you only have 3 abilities in your chain that you can do. Well, 4, technically, if you want to count your shield, but more 3 damage in your chain, which are your Q, your W, and R. And just make sure you have a stun just lined up soon, so you can just pop everything. The sooner you can get everything back on cooldown, the better. because you can chase them down. And whenever everything's on cooldown, you start running. I mean, like, as soon as you pop all of your abilities, you start running up beside them, because that is probably one of the most important things, is to just follow it. Because all your shit's gonna come off cooldown. They're gonna be running towards their fucking turret, trying to get the fuck away, because you're Annie, the fucking queen of rapage. I don't even know. She's got a fucking... Look at her fucking picture. It's a fucking teddy bear that has, like, fucking fangs and shit, and it's, like, 30 feet tall. I mean... Basically, this bitch is all massive burst damage. She's easy to play, easy to learn. I would suggest her if you're new to the game. In my opinion, she's very easy to learn. She's just overall a very well-balanced character. There, I got a little bit of trouble. I'm surprised I made it out alive. Annie is a very squishy character, though. She will get ganked a lot if you don't watch. You know, if you don't have good map awareness. As I always say in all my videos, having good map awareness makes you 10 times the character that you are. If you notice, like, if you're always looking down at your mini-map, looking at your regular map, just knowing where enemies are, and knowing what you can do, split them up, counteract them, see which way they're going. Kind of like what I just did. I just assassinated this bitch. And see how effective that was? It's really all about the map awareness with all these characters nowadays. That will make you a better person overall. Is if you always keep tabs on where the other enemies are and shit. But overall, I mean, that'll make you 10 times a better character or player or whatever, no matter who you play. But especially it's very important for champions like Annie due to the fact that she can get ganked very easily, and so you just gotta watch out for that shit. So if you're playing like an AP carry or anything, you will get ganked a lot, especially if you're in middle. So especially if you're not Lux or Morgana, because those are the only two that can really fucking stop you if you come for them. I mean, Annie can stop you, but you have to pop everything and hope she has mana for it. Yeah, it just gets real sloppy. Overall though, Annie's basically what I usually get with Annie is just ability path. Well, I'll start off with my Doran's Wings like I told you. Then after that, I'll switch right into the Naturalist Tooth, get my 25% cooldown reduction. You know my shit. After that, I will try and get that mask with the 20 magic penetration. It depends what I'll get after that, depending on who I'm fighting. If I'm fighting a heavy, like defensive team, I will go for my rod with 40%, magic penetration. If not, I would go with 30% attack power. So. But yeah, as you see, Annie is a massive burst character. A few tips before we go. Always chase your target. As soon as you're done using all of your abilities, always chase your target. Try and get quick cooldown reduction. And basically just spam the fuck out of every ability, because that's all you need to do. So anyways, guys, thank you for watching, and peace out, guys. See you next time.